Good morning, besties. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mackenzie if you're new here. Today I'm going to be filming a what I do when I feel like I'm getting into a funk kind of video. So like if you struggle with depression, if you feel like you're sinking back into your depression, or if you're just like having a rough few days, like what I do to bring myself out of it. If you see me looking down, it's because I made a list on my iPad. You can't see. Made a list on my iPad, so I'm gonna be reading off of that. Also, if you guys have anything that helps you that I don't mention, if you want to put it in the comments so other people can see, that would be perfect, because we just want to help everyone out. I wrote about like 15 things that I do when I'm in a rut, and I'm gonna try to like explain them and explain how they help me kind of thing. So the first one is literally just let yourself cry. Because if you're like me, when I like bottle up my emotions, it just makes it so much worse. If I like try to pretend nothing's wrong, it just feels more heavy on me every day I let it go by. So sometimes you literally just have to like let yourself cry. Go sit in your car and cry. Go sit in the shower and cry. Like if you don't feel comfortable crying just like out in the open, or like if you're like around people you don't feel comfortable crying with, go sit in your car. Or go sit in the shower and play loud music so no one can hear you. Just let it out. The second thing is journal. And when I say journal, I mean kind of like free write, because sometimes for me, I don't know necessarily what's bothering me and why I feel like I'm going into a rut. So if I just sit there and like write out all my thoughts, eventually it'll start piecing together in my head what's bothering me, and then I can kind of work on that instead of just being like, why am I so sad all the time? So free write, and get yourself like a cute little journal so you can make it like a ritual or routine or whatever. And then the next one is go outside, because the sunshine heals everything. The past few days in Florida has been so rainy and it's so depressing, but when it is sunny, I feel so much better when I just like go outside. And if you have the energy, maybe go on a walk, put on some headphones, listen to a podcast. But if not, just go sit outside in the sun. Like any little bit of sunshine helps. Okay, and then the next one is drive to your favorite fast food place and treat yourself. I say fast food, but I mean Starbucks, but I know not everyone loves Starbucks, so whatever floats your boat. If it's ice cream, go get ice cream. If it's a matcha, go get a matcha. If it's a Wendy's Frosty, go get it. Go treat yourself, you deserve it. And it's just gonna give you some serotonin, endorphins, I don't know. It'll be good for you, so you should do it. Okay, I kind of already touched on this, but sit in the shower or take a bath. Sometimes when you just like take time for yourself and show yourself like self-love and self-care. And if you end up crying, bonus points because you're letting out your emotions. But if not, put on some good music, kind of just let yourself chill, sit in the shower, contemplate life. Next up we have clean. Okay, this might not apply to everyone, but I have like minor OCD. So like if my house is a mess, my brain doesn't function properly. So like if I feel myself not feeling too good, I'm like, okay, I just need to clean and like purge everything. Like I go through and clean out my whole closet. I deep clean the floors. I change my sheets. I change the towels. I clean everything. And I don't always have the energy for that. So like take that into consideration, like how much you have the energy to do. But like if I'm like starting to not feel my best, that's when I'll clean. If I'm like already not feeling my best, I don't have the energy to clean. So it kind of just depends on how you're feeling. Okay, change my clothes. I say this because depending on how you're feeling, I was once at a point in my depression where I did not change my clothes or shower for like 5 days at a time. Like literally you don't have to shower, just change your clothes, you'll feel so much better. Next up, cuddle with puppies. I have 2 Shih Tzus that are the most cuddle bug babies ever, so cuddling with them always puts me in a better mood. I know some people go to like animal shelters and play with those puppies. You could do that. Maybe a family friend has a puppy. Puppies are just serotonin, like really they are. Next up we have talk to a friend. I don't know, sometimes I feel like it's just so healing to just like talk to someone and let everything out and kind of like take some of the burden off of you. And it's not necessarily saying that like your friends have to like save you from what you're feeling, but it's just like taking it off your chest. That kind of helps. And then next, going on with that, I have call my mom. My mom's like my best friend, and I complain to her about everything. I don't know how she deals with me, but She always like kind of brings me back down to earth and like level heads me, if that's a word, I don't really know. But if you have anyone that's like super important to you in your life, call them. For me, it's my mom, but it could be anyone. Next, I have pour myself a glass of water, because chances are you have not drinking enough. Because I swear, sometimes I'll like lay in bed all day and not move, and I'm like, I haven't had a single sip of water today. Maybe that's why I feel like crap. And like, obviously it's not gonna fix all your problems, but like, water can't hurt your problems, so you might as well drink some water, feel a little refreshed and hydrated. You can put a cute straw, make it all fancy for fun. Next, I have read 10 pages of a book. So for me, I hate sitting down and like starting something, but if I tell myself, okay, I only have to read 10 pages, it's normally like easier for me to process in my head, and I normally am able to start it. And then if it's a good book, maybe you'll keep reading. If you're not in the headspace, well, at least you read 10 pages, and I'm proud of you for that. Turn off your phone for an hour and color. This one sounds so stupid, but I swear I love coloring. I'm actually gonna show you. I have this app on my iPad called Coloring Book for Kids, or I don't know what it's called, but it has a whole bunch of coloring things on it. Why is it not focusing? And then also I just have the free version. And then also I used to have, I don't know where they are, but I used to have all those like abstract coloring books, and I had a whole set of colored pencils, crayons, markers, all of it. And it's just like so like healing your inner child and just like taking your mind off of things. So I would recommend that. And it's an activity that you don't need your phone on for, which is perfect. Okay, I have 4 more, and then I'm gonna do a little like question and answer really quick. But the next one is therapy. Obviously, I know therapy isn't affordable for everyone, and it's not something everyone can access, but if you can, I would recommend therapy. I know that a lot of insurances take or let you go see therapists, but if that's not the case and you can't, you could also try BetterHelp. I know I've heard people talk about that before. You might as well check it out. Why not? My therapist is my favorite ever. It's in the Davie area. Fresh Start Solutions, if anyone needs a therapy recommendation, but they don't take insurance, so it is kind of expensive. But my mom always tells me like, your mental health is the best investment. So for me, it's worth it, but I know it's not doable for everyone. So I just want to put that out there. And then next, eat a yummy and like pretty aesthetic snack, because why not make it fun? And like, when I say yummy, yeah, whatever feeds your soul, but also try to eat some like healthy fruits and vegetables in there, just because your body's probably lacking nutrients. If you're like me, when you get depressed and you just like don't want to do anything, don't want to eat anything, your body's probably lacking nutrients. So I would try to incorporate some kind of like fruits, veggies, healthy fats, maybe some chia seed pudding with fruit, and you can make it all pretty on top. That actually sounds like a really good snack that I might have for breakfast. So, and then next, don't be afraid to ask someone for help. If you're really struggling, other people are gonna understand. So don't feel like I can't ask because I feel like I'm a burden. You're not a burden on other people's lives. Anyone wants to help you. And if no one does, please DM me because I will help you. I will talk to you. And then the last thing is cancel plans, because I tend to like book myself up for way too much and I get so overwhelmed so easily. So like sometimes I just have to be like, okay, I can't go to that. I can't go to that. I actually this weekend had really fun plans with my friends. They were like recording a whole like friendship kind of video on the beach. And the night before I was just like not feeling good. And I was like, no way I wake up for sunrise in the morning. And if I do, I'm gonna be so grumpy and I just like need to take the day off. So I canceled and I felt so bad because like I was supposed to ride with Carly, but I was like, I have to put myself first. Like this is my priority, is my brain and my mental health. So I did. So you have to know it's okay to put yourself first. Okay, that's all for my advice on being in a funk. I want to point out that there is a huge difference between being in a little funk and having a depression disorder. And like being deep in your depression. So like I have had both, and I kind of go in and out of depression, but these are tips if you're like not fully depressed, because if you are, I know how hard it is to even just get yourself out of bed. So if that's the case, please seek help and know you are so worth it. And I love you so much. Yeah, I don't know. But these are for people that are kind of just like struggling a little bit and not too happy, but like not down bad. So anyways, I'm gonna get into the Q&A I posted on my story. Okay, the first question we have is dealing with health anxiety. I always feel like something is wrong with me. I personally have never dealt with health anxiety, but I am going to tell you one thing. Do not go on Google and look up your symptoms, because that is just, it's not right. And it's going to tell you crazy things and it's not true. I would talk to a doctor about this maybe, or maybe try therapy if possible, because this just isn't a topic I know much about, but don't go on WebMD. I could tell you that much. Okay, tips on panic attacks. I have only had like 2 panic attacks in my life, and both of them were very scary, and I thought I was gonna faint, and I just did not feel good. But I know you're supposed to do like a grounding technique. When this happened to me, I was not thinking about that, and I didn't do a grounding technique. But if it's something that happens to you frequently, you're supposed to do like 5 things you could see. I might be saying this wrong. 4 things you could hear. Like all your senses, you're supposed to like go down on the 5 senses. But if they occur frequently, I would talk to a psychiatrist maybe, because I know that there's meds to help with panic attacks. And then we have advice on making friends with the same social media influencer interest. This one, I love this question because I love my friends so much. I would say don't be afraid to reach out to people in the same like niche as you and that live near you. Maybe just be like, hey, do you want to go shoot some content? And then, or like get coffee or chat or do something, I don't know. Something, whatever you enjoy doing, ask them to do that. This goes for anything, not just like content creators. But don't get discouraged and keep reaching out. And yeah. And then next we have how to deal with anxiety attacks in the moment. Okay, so anxiety attacks I have dealt with a lot. So this I have a lot of like advice on. So for me, when I start having an anxiety attack, I start hyperventilating. And I literally feel like I'm gonna die. And my head starts throbbing and I can't control myself. Breathe. Like literally breathe. Like in through your nose, hold it for 3. And then out your mouth for 3. Like do that over and over again. Put your hand on your chest. Let yourself know you're okay. And in the moment of me having an anxiety attack too, that's honestly a great time to journal because it calms you down. Or call a friend, or call your mom, or call someone and just like talk. I definitely have more advice on that. I just haven't had caffeine yet, so I can't think right now, but we'll leave it at that. And then I have, how do I get a life like yours? Okay, that's so sweet, but my life is not all sunshine and rainbows. I just am a content creator, so I'm good at depicting the good moments, but don't compare your life to other people's. That's the one piece of advice I'm going to give you for that, because comparing your life makes your life feel like it's not enough. And I did that for a while, and I didn't start finding true happiness again until I deleted all social media. I deleted it for probably like 5 or 6 months during COVID, and I started like living in the moment again and realizing my potential as just me, myself. And yeah, I don't know. That's just, don't compare your life to other people. Okay, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you like this type of content. I am launching a podcast hopefully soon. It's ready. My first episode's already recorded. I'm just waiting for Apple to like process the show or whatever. But anyways, so more mental health content coming on that. But if you want it on YouTube too, let me know in the comments. And I hope you guys all have a beautiful day. I love you so, so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. And I'll see you next week. Next week is my birthday. So it's going to be a super fun video because I'm going to Tortuga and I'm going to vlog the whole thing, of course. So I love you guys so, so much. Bye-bye.